Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun and is therefore almost always visible in our sky during the day. Depending on its position in relation to the Sun, it can only be seen at dusk after sunset or at dawn before sunrise. Its motion is unusual. For every 2 orbits around the Sun, Mercury makes 3 rotations on its axis, and until 1965, it was believed that Mercury always turned one side towards the Sun. 13 times a century, Mercury, as seen from Earth, has crossed the Sun's disk. No satellites. No rings. If you weigh 100 kilograms on Earth, you weigh 38 on Mercury. A day on Mercury lasts 176 Earth days. A year on Mercury lasts 88 Earth days. Mercury's diameter is 4,879 kilometers, making it the smallest planet in the solar system. One solar day, from noon to noon as seen from the planet's surface, lasts 176 Earth days on Mercury. Mercury is almost tidally locked to the Sun because it almost always faces the Sun with the same side. This was previously thought to be the case, but today we know that Mercury does rotate. There are no seasons on Mercury. Its axis of rotation is almost perpendicular, i.e., the tilt of that axis is barely measurable. Mercury is the second densest planet in the system. This is because Mercury is made of heavy metals and rocks. A cubic centimeter of mercury has 5.427 grams. The Earth is denser at 5.514 grams per cubic centimeter. Mercury is wrinkled. Mercury's iron core cools and contracts, causing the planet's surface to wrinkle. These wrinkles can be several kilometers long and almost a kilometer high. Mercury has a molten core. It was expected that this core would be cool enough to be solid because the planet is small, and small bodies cool more quickly than large ones. However, after careful examination, this turned out not to be the case with Mercury. Scientists now believe that the core contains lighter elements such as sulfur, which would lower the melting point of the core material. It is estimated that Mercury's core makes up 42% of its volume. Mercury is the second hottest planet. Despite being closest to the Sun, Mercury is not the hottest. The temperature of Mercury's illuminated side, that is, the side facing the Sun, is 427 degrees Celsius, but the other side is much colder, -173 degrees Celsius. Mercury has the most craters. Earth flattens its craters through geological processes, but this is not the case with Mercury, and it has suffered a large number of comet and asteroid impacts throughout its history. Most of Mercury's craters are named after famous writers and artists. Any crater larger than 250 kilometers in diameter is called a basin. The largest crater on Mercury is Caloris Basin, which is 1,550 kilometers in diameter. Mercury's gravity is so weak that it is unable to retain the atmosphere that is dispersed into interplanetary space by the solar wind. At the same time, particles of the same solar wind replace the escaped particles of the atmosphere. In addition, some atmosphere on Mercury is formed from radioactive decay and dust from micrometeorite.